rock it like rocket fuel.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in Southern California. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Down, 90 Wolf.
Night, sweetheart.
Sweet, go.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
80 weapons.
And it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lock now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Throwing on second down. Block completes it to Ajayi. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Ready.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Tight dog, Bridgestone, Travis. Hard, nice.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant.
Check.
Topper.
Kill, turn up.
Big grip.
Block now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
To throw it is Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. They run it with Jacobs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
On the double. 50 seconds left. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 57 the mark. 57 the mark.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First down, Indianapolis.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Smallwood running right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins escaping the pressure right. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnut? Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That's going to be taking the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Yeah.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Smallwood, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. This one caught by Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down, Haskins. A dump off to Smallwood.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A run with Smallwood. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brother.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action now. Haskins, this one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man there is Patterson, complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right at Smallwood. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going right back to Smallwood. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mario Addison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
on the
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
57.
Protein spill.
On 2nd and 9. Lock completes it to Lee. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator. X3, 218, chopper.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Play action. Haskins rolling to his right. He'll try it. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. 3 down.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike, 57. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A give to Smallwood out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Smallwood, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Wendell Smallwood taking it in, and the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take...
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go. These babies crying all the way back home, yo.
Haskins to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is locked. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
90 Wolf. Hey, Delta.
I'm scared. 6 guys.
Lock to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Hey, Sue.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set up. and Lobo.
Let's go.
Leo.
Begin.
Get it.
Back to throw. Lock. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert three.
Running is Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Colts, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
What's up, bro?